Hey everybody, welcome back to Trail Expedition and welcome to
Michigan's UP.
Alright guys, my name is Sky. I am with my daughter Quincy on this trip. We are heading up to Michigan's Upper Peninsula right now. We are on the mighty Mackinac Bridge. It's pretty much the gateway to the north. So we're going to get up into the UP here. We're going to be here for the next several days. We're going to do a ton of trail riding and see just some of the historic, amazing sights along the way. Stay tuned.
Crossing over into Michigan's Upper Peninsula is like stepping into another world. The chaos of daily life fades and adventure mode kicks in.
Alright, so we're just getting into the UP. We did stop at Castle Rock, which is kind of like one of the big tourist attractions when you guys first get into the UP. It's like 10 minutes north of the bridge. Basically, it's just this huge lookout area. You do got to walk up a bunch of steps to get up to it. Now we're on a little two-track just north of that. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is I am officially an Onyx trail guide now. So one of the things that we're going to be doing while I'm up here is I'm going to be actually tracking some trails.
So is this one of the trails?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this is it.
Some of the trails we explored were tame, well-traveled, and easygoing. Almost any vehicle could handle them. But it didn't take long to realize this place still holds wild, overgrown trails that test both your rig and your resolve.
Like I was saying, being an Onyx trail guide, I got to map new trails. We're up here in the UP, and we found a network of trails that no one has mapped yet, and I can see why. Like this one we're going down right now is extremely tight.
Holy pizzas.
Yeah, tell me about it. No one's been down this trail in a while.
You know what that's feeling, I think?
Yeah, I know. This trail is way overgrown. I'm going to try to slowly back out of it just because we're not even a tenth of the way through it, and we've had to stop 5 or 6 times just to clear brush. So I think it's a no-go for this one.
After pushing through one of those tight, barely passable trails, the sun was starting to dip. With no campgrounds booked, we did what any good overlander does. We found our own spot. Off the grid, off the map.
So we're out here tracking trail 3413 for Onyx, and it takes you to this beautiful lake to the left of us here. It'd be awesome if there's a campsite at the end of it. Alright guys, so it was a relatively short day on the trail. Basically we got a late start on the day, got up into the UP, went up to Castle Rock, did a couple of short, smaller trails. We just finished off trail 3413. At the very end of it is this awesome view of this lake. I mean, this thing is just gorgeous. So we got the truck leveled out over in the corner there. We're going to set up the rooftop tent, get camp set up. But honestly, couldn't ask for a better place to wake up to. Got camp pretty much all set up. I got the rooftop tent set up. Quinn's hanging out in there right now. There she is. I have my little hobbit home, as I like to refer to it as, set up on the back side of the truck here. Just kind of helps keep the bugs out. And then I have dinner going right now. Just warming up some chili that we pre-made at home. And then I'll get dishes and everything going after that. So yeah, plan is we're just going to eat some dinner and then hang out in the tent the rest of the night and then get to bed. All right, guys, this is the start of day 2. We're going to be hitting the road here in just a moment. I just got camp all packed up. Truck is ready to go. We're going to be heading west. All right, so we're back on the road on day 2 here. Just left that first camp spot. Quinny, what did you think of that camp spot?
I liked it.
It was pretty cool. Right on this little lake here, the view was spectacular, waking up to that this morning. And it was a camp spot that was right off the trail, so it's easy to locate. Anyway, we're gonna head onward and upward.
The next morning, we tackled the Lake Loop Trail. Overgrowth and fallen trees slowed us down, but that's exactly why a chainsaw always makes the gear list.
So we just left that campsite about 20 minutes ago. Oh, can't even go this way. I guess we can put that one down too. This trail on this side of the lake is really tight. We're just up to another tree right now that I'm gonna have to cut just to get through. I've already had to cut a couple down. So we're on the other side of the lake here, or pond, or whatever it is, and it looks like this trail turns into water. So it doesn't look like it's too deep though, but it looks like it's just overflow from the lake itself. So I'm gonna walk it real quick just to take a look. All right, so I just walked it. It does open back up down there. It's not too deep. I didn't walk all the way through, but I think we should be able to make it through no problem. So had to do a little bit more cutting on this trail. I just have that rooftop tent on the top of my Jeep right now, which makes it a little extra tall, and I didn't want to take any chances with ripping that. All right, I've said it before in many other videos, if you guys are going to be off-roading in Michigan, bring a chainsaw with you. This trail that we just dipped in on, it's just a little bit more west of where we were camped, and I've probably had to bust out the chainsaw 3 or 4 times now, and we're not even a quarter mile into it.
Eventually, we found ourselves on a dirt road heading west. Our target? The remains of the old Fiborn Quarry.
All right, so after bombing through just regular dirt road trails for like the last hour or so, we finally made it to this next point of interest that I wanted to check out. Apparently it's a bunch of old abandoned quarry buildings. So we're here now, we're gonna check it on out. Funny, you ready to see some old abandoned quarry buildings?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Just watch your step through here.
This place is a slice of Michigan's industrial past. From 1905 to 1936, this 480-acre site supplied high-calcium limestone to Algoma Steel in Ontario. What's left today are the crumbling remains of the railroad house, the ore car loader, and the skeletal remains of the boarding house.
I haven't done a ton of research on this, but I think it used to be an old rock foundry or quarry or something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly, but there is an old structure still here, so we're gonna go check it out.
There's a big window or a big door.
There's a date on the building here.
1905.
It's a long time ago.
Really long time ago. I'll just think this thing. Yeah, boat. Yeah.
It's crazy how much cooler it is just walking through. I feel like it dropped 10, 15 degrees just coming into this building. Yeah. The ceiling's collapsed. It's intact over here still. They got the people dancing on over here too. And over there. So, big empty building. Really cool to see. Looks like it was blasted right into the rock or something like that.
Wait, what?
Look at this over here, Quinn. Some kind of structure up there. Someone, the graffiti, I mean, it's kind of neat. It's got the date on it. Looks like 1936 maybe?
Looks like a 5.
Maybe 1935? Pretty cool. Let's see what else we can find. Right next to that garage looking building, there's more structure up here. So we're gonna go check this out.
I don't know if I can get through there.
I guess this is the way in.
Wow. It's like a heart spray painted.
Oh wow. This is crazy. It's like, it almost looks like it was built into like the rock. But I mean, there's, you know, they put some kind of structure in here. Either that or it was poured this way. It's just crazy because it's
like bumpy.
Yeah, it looks like a rock. Yeah, there's more stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
It was a building at one time. That's foundation with block. It's all goes up through there and even up into there. This is all probably one structure at one point. Yeah, this is all part of the building, and it wraps into that, what we were in earlier. So just not even that far down the road from where that quarry was, there's this placard here. It looks like it tells us all about it. Fiborn Quarry then. Okay, so that's what it looked like. So those are those garage looking things that we were in. Look at that big structure that used to be on top of it.
Oh, wow.
And then that building is probably somewhere over here. It looks like there was a train and everything. Pretty crazy. Looks like it got started. Well, this starts in 1845. There's like a ton of plaques. I mean, there's one here, 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 and each one of them has stuff on the backside too. So there's just tons of information about this place. Really cool to see. All right, guys. After several hours of driving, we basically took back roads all the way from where we last left you guys with the that quarry. It was all decommissioned. We didn't film much from there to here. We basically been going straight west to find our next camp spot, and we found a pretty good one.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You
Not a bad spot.
understand that we get one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night.
Good morning, Quinny. How'd you sleep?
Good.
Yeah. So we're just getting breakfast going right now. I got coffee going, and then Quinn wants mashed potatoes for breakfast, so I'm heating up some water to make those, and then I'm gonna make a little bit of oatmeal. Got a couple surprises for Quinn today. I don't want to say what they are just yet, because I don't want to ruin it. But after we get breakfast done, we'll get camp packed back up, and then we'll be hitting the road here soon. All right, guys, we got camp all packed up. This was an awesome camp spot. Probably the best night of sleep I've had while camping, just because you have the waves crashing right in the background. I don't think I woke up one time throughout the entire night. So great spot. Thank you, Derek, again from MST for sharing this spot with us. So yeah, we got the truck all packed up. We're ready to hit the road. All right, so we're just leaving that camp spot that was right on Lake Michigan. Honestly, for Michigan camp spots that I've ever camped at, that was probably top 3, maybe even my favorite. What do you think, Wayne? Was it pretty cool? Mm-hmm. I thought it was awesome. Right on the lake, the waves crashing, beautiful area.
That was this like big rock thing where it went out to the water, and there were so many shells.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. It's like, it almost looked like a peninsula going out, and it was just all these rocks. And between the big rocks were all these shells. I thought they were smaller rocks, but like they were all shells. It was really cool to see.
Look at that little baby.
There they go.
Let me click it.
So this is called the Kitch-iti-kipi
What's that?
Big Spring.
What's that?
It's a really big, well, I should say it's not really big, but it's a really deep body of water that's like crystal clear, and it's got a bunch of fish in it, and you can take like this ferry across it.
Where's the ferry?
They're on it. Wow, look how clear that is. Yeah, there's one over there, you see it?
I see 2.
Big boy.
There's a big one over there.
Oh yeah.
These fish you're going to see down here, you're going to see rainbow trout, steelhead, Dana, brown trout, and brook trout you're going to see down here. You're going to see limestone sand coming on the earth 24/7, does not stop. It does freeze over on the outside of the spring in the winter, it never freezes over. It's 45 degrees year round, the temperature does not change. It's 45 feet deep. Sometimes I get them to come right out of the water.
Whoa.
Ain't very often, but I just happen.
That's a little bite. Give me a big bite. Come on.
I can't. The
Come
chocolate
on.
chips are huge.
Ow. Okay. All right, so we just got done with the Kitch-iti-kipi or Kitch Big Spring. I'm probably saying it wrong. So it was really cool. A lot of really big fish down there, and it's like the water's crystal clear. Oh yeah, there's the sticker. Kitch-iti-kipi. This is my second time ever seeing it. I was here a couple of years ago, but Quinn's first time seeing it. What'd you think, honey?
I liked it.
She liked it.
I like the fishies.
And you got to feed them too.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have a state sticker, or if you guys have the sticker on your license, it's free to get in and ride the ferry. So now we're on to our next attraction, which is going to be Fayette Ghost Town. We made it to the Fayette Historical State Park. I've never been here before, so this will be the first time for the both of us. So just looking at this map coming on into this place looks huge, so I thought it was just going to be like a quick in and out, but we'll probably be able to spend a couple of hours here. Lots of buildings still standing.
Every single thing, Dad.
Every single thing?
Yep.
Okay,
No matter what.
let's do it.
Fayette was once one of the Upper Peninsula's most productive iron smelting operations. Fayette grew up around 2 blast furnaces, a large dock, and several charcoal kilns. Following the post-Civil War need for iron, nearly 500 residents, many of them immigrants from Canada, the British Isles, and Northern Europe, lived in and near the town that existed to make pig iron.
You want to look at that one? Yeah, that's a pretty view. Oh, the blacksmith shop was right there at the end. It's no longer there. This is the machine shop. This one's still standing. Yeah. Really cool. This is really neat the way they do this. They have a lot of information here, more so than we're going to be able to stop and read the entire thing, because if we did, we'd probably be here all day long. But it's got different people and kind of like what their job duty was and what they did. Amazing how well kept these are. Superintendent's office. This building is really big. Smells old in here.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Look at the ceiling.
Oh, this is the hotel. Yep, it says Fayette's Busy Hotel. So the sign on that door says it's the barber shop. This is where you'd come to get your hair cut. It's not that big, is it?
There's a fish mountain.
That's where you'd sit. Get your cut and your shave. It's a big furnace. The meat market. Get your veggies and your meat cuts. School lasted from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Children 5 to 14 went to school at least 8 months out of the year. So their schoolhouse, I mean, this is the main town. The schoolhouse is way up here. And just the foundation is left. This is just a representation of what the schoolhouse looked like. Do kids have to take baths? People took baths just once a week.
I think I know why.
That's what they take baths in? That looks like an old foundation to a house that's no longer there.
The outside, but the inside looks so different. There's a bed. Bed count 1, 2. There's like men's shoes.
Furnishing a middle-class home.
Locked door.
That's where you'd have dinner. Here you go. Who lived in this house? So this road right here, this is what these houses look like back in 1907. This is what it looks like now. A couple more foundations as you walk up the road. There's one there. This one's got a tree growing through it. This is the boarding house.
A boarding?
Boarding. That's what it used to look like.
Yeah.
It used to be right here.
What does that mean by boarding?
A boarding house that housed single employees stood at this foundation. In 1880, almost half of Fayette's adult males were boarders. Wow, there's just more buildings through here, Quinn. This place is huge. Preserving Fayette. It's nice and cool in here.
There's a poison.
A morphine addict lived here. The 13 medicine bottles found in the wall contained enough morphine for 9,000 doses. It's a good sized house. Looks like you can go upstairs in this one too. Superintendent's house kitchen. Moving day, 1883. It's a good sized house. Superintendent's house library.
There's still some books on the bookshelf.
Yep.
Can you go upstairs there?
There's one other room right here. What's this one? Oh, that's the room from earlier. And upstairs in the superintendent's house. This is definitely the biggest house here so far.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Well, the hotel's obviously bigger, but this is a single person's house. I mean, look at the size of this room. Probably the biggest bedroom we've seen. CJ Bellows, MD. This is the doctor's house. So this is the doctor's house. I'm assuming he probably had an area that he would do his practice out of. Maybe that was his basement level, and then maybe he lived in the top level, or vice versa. So a doctor's house. Little is known about this residence or its occupants, traditionally called the doctor's house. It interprets the home of Curtis J. Bellows, MD.
I thought we would be done by now.
No, we're not done yet. This place is massive. I feel like we've gone into a dozen houses or buildings already, and every time we turn a corner, there's another house to see. So, yeah, if you guys have never been here, this is definitely worth a stop.
This has been the most most abandoned houses we've ever been into in one.
And the fact that they're from the 1800s too, and everything is in still really good shape.
I think there's another house on there.
There probably is. Another road through the woods. Let's check this one out first, though. There are a handful of houses that, obviously this one's not kid-friendly. There are certain houses that you cannot get into, this being one of them. So a lot of them are refurbished, but we've seen 2 or 3 that are just all boarded up still. Oh, so this is the back side of the barber shop, because the barber shop's on the other side of this, but we haven't gone up through here.
You can go first.
All right, heading up to the music hall. Oh, wow. That is cool. All right, Quinny, put a play on for me. Bravo! Best play ever. Oh, this is the company store. Yeah, not much left of it now. Iron smelting process. So iron smelting is why Fayette existed. The smelting process took place in the blast furnace complex. The process involved massive amounts of natural resources, machinery, and labor.
It's really dark in there.
Check it out. Yep. All right, heading in. The big building. Big empty building. Oh, this is the big furnace. It's a huge structure. So this is where they put the iron, and I'm guessing it's just all this, honey. So they'd have big fires here.
During 24 years of operation, Fayette's blast furnaces produce a total of 230,000 tons of ore, using local hardwood forests for fuel and quarrying limestone from the bluffs to purify the iron ore.
Charcoal kiln.
Where's that quarry at? We never found the quarry, did we?
When the charcoal iron market began to decline, the Jackson Iron Company closed its Fayette smelting operations in 1891.
So we're just leaving the last little building right now. This place was awesome. Absolutely free to get into as long as you have the state pass on your license plate. If you don't, you probably got to pay a small fee. But for Michigan residents, if you have that, you can come in here and check it out for free. Definitely worth stopping. I plan on spending at least a couple of hours just because there is a lot here to check out. What'd you think, honey?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was
I
really
got some
cool.
iron.
Found a couple of cool rocks to take home. But yeah, I'm sure we didn't even see, I think we saw all of it, but if you actually stop in every single building to read every single like plaque and, you know, description
About
of
10
everything,
hours.
yeah, you could spend all day here for sure. So anyway, we're gonna get back to the truck and hit the road.
What is that?
It's a bridge.
Why does it look like that?
I'm not sure.
That's weird.
It's just how they made it. So, we've been driving for the past 3.5 hours. We're kind of up in the Calumet area, just north of that. Tomorrow morning, so we're going to set up camp right here. We're at the Cliff Mine Trail entrance. So we're going to set up camp, and then tomorrow morning we're going to hit up the Cliff Mine Trail. And then I think we're also going to do Quincy Mine as well. So, but this is going to be home for the night. Let's get camp set up. Cheers.
Even though I already have 8 in mine.
That's okay.
Getting a little bit of weather this morning.
Yep.
I have to share a funny moment with you guys this morning. Got up early, tried to take a shower. 10 gallons of onboard water. We've taken several showers on this trip already and got all soaped up. Water ran dry. So I hate to do this, but I need to rinse off. So I'm going to take a bunch of our drinking water and fill this thing up, rinse off real quick, and then we'll just pick up some more drinking water when we get to a gas station. Kind of funny. Well, using the drinking water did the trick. Gave me like an extra minute or so just to rinse off. So now the plan is we're just going to finish getting around here. It did rain last night, so we're going to have to try to dry things up the best we can. So once we get camp packed up, we're going to be hitting the Cliff Mine Trail. All right, guys, just getting into the Cliffs Trail. One of the most notorious spots on this trail is in the very beginning. There's this water crossing, and I guess at times it can get pretty deep. Never been through here before, not sure how soft it's going to be, so I did put the Jeep in 4-low just to be on the safe side. It doesn't look too bad.
Oh my gosh!
It's a little rocky.
Did not notice that was coming.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's got a hard bottom to it, which is nice.
I'm assuming through the years though, it's gonna get a lot softer probably.
Yeah, I would imagine in the spring months, that's probably pretty deep. I've seen videos in the past where it's been over people's tires. It was maybe halfway up our tires, so not bad. This trail already got really interesting. It's crazy to see big rocks like this in Michigan. I feel like Michigan doesn't really have rocks like this. Got it.
I'll be so bad. I thought it'd be worse. It looked worse when we were up there.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Now, if you're curious about the Cliff Mine Trail, we made a full video just on that. What you're seeing here is just a quick glimpse. The trail, the ruins, and that unreal overlook view. So I have a feeling it's about ready to storm. It just got really dark all of a sudden. It stormed pretty good last night while we were camping, and like I said, the sky just got really dark. So this section here is kind of a rocky uphill climb area. It's got some big boulders in here. Not too bad though. Ooh, there's some lightning. So the rain's definitely starting to pick up a little bit. We just saw some lightning as well. So after you guys come to that intersection where we camped at, it's been pretty easy so far. The trail's wide open. You can get a full-size vehicle through here. It's a little rocky, and there are intermittent mud holes or water holes. Everything's got a hard bottom though, and the water holes are not deep at all, just maybe a couple of inches. And honestly, they're probably just water in them because it rained last night and earlier today. So this first drop into this little rutted area doesn't look too bad. However, I scouted out a little bit further down the trail, and there's another one that potentially could give me trouble. There is a bypass for it though. So I think we're going to take the bypass just for the simple fact that there's a high likelihood that it could get stuck in it. And there's nothing good, there's no trees in front of it to winch from. And that's a lot of times when I'm going through trails,
I'll try an obstacle that looks difficult if I have a winch point.
As we navigated the Cliff Mine Trail, we searched for signs of Clifton, the oldest copper mining town in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We didn't find ruins right on the main trail, but a quick look at Onyx and Google Maps told us that we were nearby. Just a short hike down from the base of the trail.
Alright, well, this looks somewhat promising maybe. But it looks like it's a hiking path. I think that's, okay, this is some of the, so this is some of the buildings, huh? There's one here. Look at that over there. Okay, so this is all the old mining stuff. How about that? We found it. Some of the old foundations. Really cool. Wow, this is cool. It's like a corridor or something. I think maybe we go through there. This is cool.
There's like a pipe.
Yep.
There's a pipe. Let's go check that out. It's like a pillager tower from Minecraft.
Alright guys, we backtrack through the trail again, through all the hard stuff, and I think we found the overlook.
Ooh.
I think we found it.
You better not go any closer to that, mister.
We're there. We finally found it.
Yeah.
Finally made it to the overlook. Well, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Clifton, Michigan, nestled near the trail, was once a booming mining community founded around the Cliff Mine, which was the first successful copper mine in the region. It thrived during the mid-1800s copper boom, but faded after the ore ran out. Today, Clifton is a ghost town, with echoes of the past still visible along the cliff drive. After soaking in the history and the views, we wrapped up the trail and set course for our next stop, the legendary Quincy Mine.
Alright, so this is going to be the last stop on our trip. We are at Quincy Mine with my daughter, Quincy. So we got to get in line. The tour is going to start here in just a minute. Some of the old mining stuff. One of the old carts, rails. From coal to steam, number 5 boiler house.
Nothing used to be standing
So yeah, this was that.
The Quincy Mine is an extensive set of copper mines located near Hancock, Michigan. The mine was owned by the Quincy Mining Company and operated between 1846 and 1945, although some activities continued through the 1970s. The Quincy Mine was known as Old Reliable, as the Quincy Mine Company paid a dividend to investors every year from 1868 through 1920.
So what we're seeing right here is the result of those ancient lava flows. And in this mine alone, there's about 400 layers of lava. And so we're seeing 2 different pieces of lava that cooled at very different rates.
Fun fact, the room that you see us walking through right now is actually a chamber blasted out from Michigan Tech, just so they could teach geology classes underground. Pretty crazy, right?
Have any clue what this hunk of something could be? What were they mining in this mine?
Copper.
No, this is copper, yeah. You're asking how heavy it is.
No, you're okay. I'll tell you guys how
No, this
heavy
is
it
copper
is.
for sure, yeah.
See, this is a huge hunk of copper. Now, of course, this piece right here is a piece of mass copper. It's basically copper that's found just beneath the surface. And when I mentioned that all those mining companies rushed up here to try to find float copper and, of course, mass copper, unfortunately, they did find it. I say unfortunately because this stuff is very dense. Now this piece right here 832 pounds. This was found by those tech students. But the largest piece that was found by the Quincy Mine Company was 300 tons.
Wow.
It was about the size of a Greyhound bus. Lever number 1. Lever number 2. Lever number 3.
Making our way out of the mine. What'd you think? It was really cool. It's just 43 degrees down here, so it's cold. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. I had a blast hanging out with my daughter for the last 4 or 5 days that we've been up here. We've done a bunch of trail riding. We've seen just mines and, you know, just a lot that UP has to offer. So really appreciate you guys watching this one, and we will catch you guys in the next video.
Bye. Keep watching Trail Expedition.